I'm Gwen Preston of Resource Maven. We're here at the Metals Investor Forum in Toronto at the beginning of March, and I'm joined by Chris Gordon of Integra Resources. It's been a while since we've caught up, and Integra, I mean, you guys are always running at full tilt. Now you've been going for over a year. You've done a lot in that time, but I feel like sort of the results of a lot of that work are all about to pile out. So you have a really busy news flow ahead.
Yeah, we do. Thanks for having me, Gwen. It's good to see you again. Yeah, for us this year is going to be very large. It's an instrumental year for us as far as significant milestones that we're going to be hitting. The first one coming is going to be a resource update in April or May.
And this is the second resource update of a project that, right, already.
It's our first update.
Oh, right.
We came out of the gate with the sort of the historic resource, yeah.
And I expect the growth here to be pretty significant. I mean, you probably will avoid numbers, but when I've been watching your step outs at Sullivan Gulch and the numbers and the lengths of the intercepts that you're hitting, I mean, you're adding hundreds of thousands of ounces, it looks like to me.
We have about 400 meters of strike length outside of the resource at this point in time, so we're pretty confident that people are going to be happy with the new resource update. We should be able to move a lot of the inferred into indicated categories we're expecting, and also to grow the resource. As you mentioned, we've been fortunate to hit some nice 100 and 200 meter wide intercepts of some good low grade material going forward, and then that leads us into our first economic study. So the PEA is slated for mid-year. I would probably expect September would be a realistic sort of time frame for that. Along with some metallurgical results will start to flow as well. So yeah, busy year for us, and we're trying to create some more value for shareholders as we move forward. So
the PEA, I mean, the two sides, Integra's project has the two characteristics that I think are going to do really well for projects in this growing gold market that I'm looking at, which is that you have this really good, large resource already established that you're wrapping a mine plan around, you're de-risking, you're advancing it, but then you also have this exploration aspect going on. I mean, you keep adding to the land position, you're really excited about better understanding of the geology, so I'm calling these projects like strong because they have such a foundation already, and splashy at the same time because you have this exploration going on as well.
I think you kind of took the words right out of my mouth on that one, Gwen. Yeah, for sure. I think one of the things that sort of separates us from some of the other juniors out there is the fact that we are de-risking it, as you mentioned, with the studies we just spoke about. And at the same time, you have a large resource right now in a safe jurisdiction. There's not very many of those out there that are in the hands of juniors that are, advanced or development stage companies. But as you kind of mentioned there, we've increased our land package from 3,500 hectares now to 9,500 hectares. So you're also getting exposure to the low-grade side of the story, which is moving into development this year with our economic study. At the same time, you're going to get exposure to potentially some high-grade discoveries as well. There's a whole host of targets that we'll be going after. So yeah, it is a kind of a unique story in that regard.
So is there going to be a reasonably significant exploration budget to go after those high-grade or the smattering of targets that are all around the central deposit?
Yeah, exactly. It'll be a bit of a mix of continuing to extend at Sullivan Gulch, where we've been having a lot of success. So that anomaly still continues for a good distance yet. So we'll continue working there. But yes, we will start to test some of the high-grade targets as we move forward. This year, the exploration plan is to drill a little bit over probably 20,000 meters, much the same as last year. And yes, definitely some high-grade targets will be included in that.
So Integra's share price has been, I would say, basically stable, within a range, but very stable since the company got started. I think that's a testament to your shareholder base. That means your market cap hasn't changed that much since you got going. Given, I mean, I like that stability, but given the state that you're in right now, the news flow that's coming, what do you think interested investors should take away about Integra, like right at this juncture?
Well, that's a great question. Obviously, it's not a lot of fun seeing the gold price go sub $1,300 an ounce just for PDAC.
I know, right?
So we'll see kind of what shakes down in the coming months. But I think you really have to, as a company, model things on the current pricing and not looking and hoping for higher gold prices. So we feel pretty confident that the numbers are going to work with this, and the market's going to get some proof in that, I think, when the PEA comes out as we get closer to September.
Yeah, so big year ahead, lots of news, lots for investors to pay attention to, lots for me to keep up with.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Well, thanks for joining me. Hope you have a good PDAC.
Thanks, Gwen. You too.